Okay. Okie dokie. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My beautiful channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's change the length of the hair to be a little bit lower, so it's not that crazy. The strand count, let's put it at 150, okay? Just 150. Let's change the coverage so it's a little bit more centered. And now if I make it longer, it actually kind of a little bit naturally flows down, but not that crazy. Maybe the coverage actually does need to be higher. Something like this. Yeah. I think this looks crazy enough. There we go. There we go. Let's check the status real quick. Everything is supposed to be working. Everything's supposedly working. Okay. Okie dokie. Hello, hello, everybody. Oh, whoa. Please, please don't, whew. Buckle up quick. Gromp says Pokrick just immediately. That's because I'm in Diamond now. And people know me from Diamond. People know me from Diamond. I cannot answer that, unfortunately. Hello, Brax. Welcome. Even though those specific emojis are not working, I do know exactly what you're creating there. Exactly. Bum 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 bum. Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. What if these are better? It's been a while since I've tried this setup. I remember liking it a lot when I did it. I remember liking it a lot. Does anybody know if they have fixed the cut down? I'll try these ones. Okay. Let's do some farming tests. Now the hair should work perfectly. Not perfectly, but I'll explain to you what are the systemic changes that I've made to the hair, which are quite interesting because... So on this match, the way it should work is the hair will just flat grow with my CS. That's it. It's not going to divide that by the minutes. So before, if I would have like 10 CS and it would be the first minute, it would divide that and it would say, okay, so it's 1 CS per minute. No, 10 CS per minute. If at minute 1 it would be 10. But currently it's going to just grow, flat out grow. I know that it's not going to be, it's not going to make the most sense because the more it doesn't tell you anything about how good you're doing, but it's still, hopefully it's going to be a better experience if you're watching it, Not if you're watching it, but just it will make more sense, hopefully. Hopefully it will make more sense. Hopefully it gonna make more sense. I like that Leandri's Torment is one of the first ones now, these days. So today's plan is very simple. I'm gonna play a couple of games, let's say 3 or 4 today, and I am gonna build Profane Hydra and Voltaic. That's it, to see what's going on with that lethality farmer. Ooh, Smolder pretty mad that I'm not top, right? Because he did want, he really, let me tell you, he really wanted it. Personal thanks to Polkrick for introducing to Claude, or for getting me into monkeying with Claude. Yeah, bro, start monkeying with it, because even if it's not going to be the end-all be-all of what AI looks like, which it is not going, whoop, there we go. It's probably not going to be the end-all be-all, but you still get some experience, which I think is going to be, so in 10 years when we have sort of, kind of as a society, solidified our relationship with the AI, and we will know what's going on and how we are interacting with it, I think that this, what we are doing now, is at least a little bit similar to what it's gonna be. So, well, at least a little bit similar to what it's gonna be. Okay. Okie doke. So it is worth monkeying around with it. Monkeying around actually is pretty good. It's a pretty good expression, because I'm the monkey, right? So you're the monkey in this case. Now, no offense to you. I don't know. Maybe you're smarter than Claude. But since I'm the monkey, I want to use it. Okay. Whoop. Gotta be careful, because Brand could step out of the bushes. He could step out of it, and I'm gonna step in it when he steps out of it. And yeah, I'm glad I inspired you. Because, it's not really my main goal to do that, but it's, whenever somebody says that you inspired them to do something, it means that what you were doing was interesting enough for the person to try it themselves. And that's a great compliment, which I'm gonna just take. How does the reset, Mr. Polkrick? What do you mean, how goes the reset? It just goes the way it goes. Whoop. Somehow. The rank reset. I'm at 70-something LP diamond. 75? I don't know what exactly it is, but it's hovering around there. And, ain't it what it is? I guess it's working, because people are lower than they... I understand the problem wasn't really with the low rank people. It was something to do with people who are extremely high. Yeah. Okay. The hair is growing, right? Is it? Is it not? Oh, it's not growing, actually. We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. A little bit it's bouncing. No, it's not growing. It should be like at 10% already. Because the range is from 0 to 300, which means that it should be at 10% already. Let me just do a very quick check while this guy pushes. Nah. Okay. When I'm gonna go back, I'll do a quick check on what exactly is going on with their hair. Because there definitely is something very exciting I want to share about sort of like the setup of this thing. Because again, you can ask Claude to code anything, but if it's not going to make sense for your brain, you are going to F things up again and again and again. And it's going to be very, you know, well, okay. It's going to be quite frustrating for you to deal with this stuff. But in terms of what we are testing today as items, I can tell you exactly. It's going to be this guy. Nope, that's not the one. Whoops. Interesting. Oh, he's freezing for no reason. Well, I'll, you know, if he wants to take some damage, I'll give it to him. I guess the children are going to give it to him. Okay. They're going to nibble him more. Okay. Well, if he wanted it, you know, I didn't push him to do that. He was the one who pushed himself, so let me just quickly check why. Oh, the hair is growing, actually. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. I think probably letting trying to be compromised because of LPs and different per patch. That means some worse can hire some better. They spam game on a different patch. Is it really that? Wasn't it just like a straight up problem with plus 20, minus 19, something like that? And then it just ended up kind of snowballing? Egg's going to give it to you. This seems like a reasonable pace. No, this is just a flat growth with a maximum of 300. That's it. So it's not yet hooked to any sort of like medium. Oh, you know what it should be hooked onto? Actually, if you think about it, really, it should be hooked to a median value from the servers. So, for example, it should be, if it's really lush, you know, if it's really big, it should be really big and lush if you're doing better than the average, you know? That's what they claimed in the post. I 100% agree with Azap on all of this. Because he has this very sober view of, you know, when people think that there's like this nefarious reason, oh, Riot is trying to keep me down. No, they don't care about individual players like that. Come on. Okay. I guess there's a little bit more. I might be strawmanning their position a little bit too much, but I think 50% strawman. No, 30% strawman. Okay. Look at that, 612. I challenge you to have a better number than that with the Comet. Somebody, I think it was Peter who said that Electrocute's numbers are measly. Nope. Nope, they're not. They are measly only if they are sort of cooked down by some kind of Yasuo shields or something like that. I think that happened yesterday to me. They do care certain players like Baus. They nerfed his strats multiple times. Well, they nerfed his strats, but they weren't trying to manipulate his rank through LP changes, right? And they don't care about him come on, I guarantee you, they don't care about him individually. What they do care about is that, for example, they don't like a strat or something, and they will nerf it. So it's very, very, very unlikely that in a huge company like Riot, they're going to have like this leaking ego situation where just ego leaks into decisions. It's very, very unlikely. It was target nerfed, but the way you're describing it, anytime a person would, there will always be the guy who made it popular, and then any kind of a nerf you will call a target nerf. Oh, too far. Almost died, by the way. You know what I mean? You can always trace it back to a person, and it will always be able to make the argument, oh, it was a target nerf. But no, it's just a strat. Boss was the one who was doing it, so obviously you kind of think, oh, you know, he's the one who got. Okay. Ooh, gotta be really careful here. Look at that Nocturne. He's just gonna win the game for us, I feel like. Although, he might get smacked by that vampire there, unfortunately. Which he did get. Flew just a little bit too close to the sun. Interestingly... Is this... Oh god, why does he know? Why do you know, bro? Why do you know? Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
What's going on here?
Okay. What's going on here, you ask? Well, it is the Vlad. I think he's gonna have his ult again. Don't do that, Vlad. Don't do it. Man, I gotta punish him now. Or is he gonna punish me? He could actually punish me. Smack. There you go. He really wanted it, and, you know, Yorick sometimes gives it to you if you want it. Sometimes. Not always, of course. Yeah, the hair is actually growing nicely. Depending on the CS. I hope that I will not... I really hope... Oh, I already got it. Should have bought the boots. I hope that I will not be sad about the fact that I bought the Voltaic instead of the Profane. Okay, mister. Can't really do anything about that brand over there. A little bit of poke happening. A little bit of poke here and there. One thing I don't like about this is that you can waste your energized stacks on just a wave, which is, you know, what am I doing if I'm doing that? But obviously I do like the damage, right? I think they fixed cut down. The number is not that big anymore. Do you remember yesterday what I would have at this stage in the game? Do you remember yesterday what it was? Is cubes not working? Ooh, it should be working. I didn't really... it might have been, you know, something might have happened there, and I'm not sure. Okay. I didn't really pay attention these days to that particular feature of the stream. Careful, careful, Mr. Ezreal. You'll get smacked pretty quickly. There we go. Look at this number. 1,300? Guys. Item cubes aren't there. Oh yeah, item cubes are, you know, they are not there by choice. They are... Whoa, what are you doing, bro? Pressure used your R? I like it. The pressure cooker Yorick. Okay, I can't let him do that. I don't see the ghoul pen. Oh, all of that is closed right now. For now, it's closed. We'll see if we reopen it. What? Okay. Oh. Smack. One more. I don't know. Whoa. Yeah, I think I die. If he doesn't... It's a little bit crazy here. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I guess I'll take this. I guess I'll take this. Ba-da-bum. I think I need to get boots. What if these boots are just better than these? Okay. You could turn the ghoul pen into a petting zoo and let subs pet a ghoul or something. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Omnivamp, a little bit of that Omnivamp. Yeah, I think this is just... I take it for the 5%. Bonus damage 64. I gotta be careful because he could all in me. Because I'm a little bit too low for him not to try that. Whoa! He did not play this very well. He had an opportunity. I knew that he's thirsty. And it happened perfectly. It just happened perfectly. It set itself up perfectly. Okay. I wouldn't say he's giga trolling. There he is. I wouldn't say he was giga trolling. It's just that... Whoa. I don't survive this. If Brand is out like this, then, you know, a little bit unlucky for me. A little bit unlucky for me. The bonus damage is counted for the minions, which, in my opinion, it's actually fine. Counted for the minions. That's all good. It's interesting, the face tracker, even if I move my mouth without opening it, it will move my mouth. Looks like a troll doll. Yeah, I know those troll dolls. I loved them when I was a kid. For some reason, I looked at them and I thought like huge value was in them. Okay. I think I should buy the Tiamat immediately. Sorry, Yunara. Yunara thinks she cannot side lane, but Yorick doesn't side lane as well. He doesn't really side lane. Where's she going? She was just waiting in the bush. Just in the bush. Do they have vision? I need that Umbral Glaive as soon as possible, otherwise I'm gonna start getting smacked. Okay. I think Riot updated something with the patch that made my FPS better, because if I close any other apps in my computer, I had 300 CS FPS, and I had never had that big of a number on the highest settings. So I think they made the game more efficient or something. I'll take it. Of course I'll take it. Why wouldn't I? There's no choice. But, you know, the ghouls are going to give me some plates. If Smolder doesn't end up killing all of them immediately before... Oh, there we go. 120. Just brought home the bucks. What if Riot completely abandons, absolutely abandons the ghoul mechanic as, you know, idea as them being as children, and just creates Yorick to be a pimp where he has these little ladies around him, right? He's raising them from the ground, and they are going to get him money. And it especially works if if you have first strike. I'm not going there, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna get some of these, actually. I don't want to show where I am. Okay, 3 smolder. Hopefully he went top. Nope. It's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I know that he doesn't have flash, but he will still probably get made in here. Whoops. It's kind of annoying, but he's the one who's gonna lose that bottom tower if he keeps this up. Don't do it. Man, I knew it. I kinda knew he's gonna do this. Because he really wanted it. Paid big time. This lifesteal that's happening right now is... It really makes your life easier when you have it. I like this. That's quite a lot. Also the boots. It really feels like it's helping, you know? This one, yeah. This is why I liked Rift Maker. I still haven't tested too much the Rift Maker with Leandri's mid. I had this one very good game with it on PBE back in the PBE days, but that's about it. Okay, they're giving me the tower, which I'll gladly take, of course. Smolder is 0-6, which doesn't mean anything because he's a Smolder, right? Oh, there he is. If they give me these towers, I'll take them. Thank you very much indeed. The Pimprick. I don't even know. Should I take the inhibitor? Yeah, I'll take it. Then we win the game by Baron, so it should be GG. Whoops. Wasn't ready for that. Morgana, don't do that. Come on. She might even die now, if they're strong enough. Man, this Ezreal. Actually, no, kept him busy a bit, right? Kept him a bit busy. I like junglers who can duo Barons. It's just so... It just feels so much better to play the game when you have junglers like that. So much easier. I know we're winning in this match, but still, I find it... Okay. Let's wait for that brand. He must come here. There's no way he doesn't, right? If he's completely given up on the game, maybe then he doesn't. Whoops! Did you see what happened? He actually... He pressed the button to... He used his ability and was locked in place for just a tiny second, enough for me to miss that E. Feels really... I feel like a noob when that happens. Oh, my hair is pretty bad. The roots are sticking up a little bit too much. Why did nobody said this in the chat? Come on, guys. You're the type of people who would let a person walk with salad in their teeth for the whole day and not say anything. And then at 6 p.m. you say, oh, by the way, you've had this salad in your hair, in your teeth, the whole game. Okay. Not sure if we need to fight that. And now it's pretty simple. I wait for Brand at some point in some of his camps, in any of his camps. I slap him. I'll have those 60 seconds, and I'll have a chance to finish the game in those 60 seconds. That's the whole plan of this. Can't. It's like a science experiment. Okay. I'll respect your struggle. Not struggle, but... Oh, careful. No ghouls. Unfortunately, it was more than 3 seconds. Oh. This is actually completely horrific because... Whoops. Because I don't think we can finish the match here now. Oh, we actually can because there's a little bit too many... Yeah, we can. I need to snatch somebody. X9 Brandon Vladimir. He says... See if it turns into an overgrowth nightmare. LOL, the cube getting sucked back into the cube. That's actually a nice animation, right? It's unintended. It's unintended. I actually set up a situation here where I could test, for example, this is how it will look with 0 CS. And now I'm dragging a slider and it's like slowly growing. Now it's at 200 CS. So this way I don't have to like use tea leaves to understand how what it's gonna look like. So it's actually quite a satisfying animation the way it gets sucked in, right? But yeah, in any case, I built that, and it's going to be easier to test. Also, if you're interested in like technicalities, which you probably are, because otherwise you wouldn't be on the stream. Second in a row where they know who I am, but this time he's mad. You know, I'm so glad that Riot removed banning of your champion, because let me tell you, they are mad this season. And I haven't really done anything that much. They just don't like that I don't join teamfights, I think, and that's it. So if you're interested in technicalities, now I have a system where I can hook up any value from the game to any value of my scene. So anything you can see on your screen, including all the chat. For example, you know, size of the chat. Ooh, is YouTube actually not working? Let me check real quick. YouTube's giving me trouble all the time. You know why it didn't work? This time it wasn't the problem that was previously there. It was me who had closed the window, so sorry about that. It should be working now. And if I close the window again, then it's not gonna work. Can you do some more tests, Tuna? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. Ooh, it's not working, is it? Oh, it is. Okay, fine. Very nice. I'm just not gonna mess with it anymore. Lost my train of thought. So you can hook up any setting that you see with anything that happens in game if Riot exposes it. So for example, kills. If I have 1 kill, I could hook up eyes to be bigger. You know, every time a kill happens, eyes increase in size by 1, let's say. All kinds of stuff like that. So why this is technically significant is because before this system, I would have to, every time I wanted to connect anything with anything, I would have to say, hey Claude, can you connect the hair with this, blah, blah, blah. And it just doesn't, it's like a really wasteful way of building apps. Man, ever since Claude, it's become incredibly important to have good, like, mental models of how to build apps. People who say that now everything is easy, now people are actually struggling with stuff that's like the real value, not the real value, but the real deal, which is the hierarchy of apps, you know? The hierarchy of apps. Not hierarchy of apps, but hierarchy of the code, or whatever. Architecture, I think, is the better word, right? Architecture is the better word. Mishra, do you ever try Leandries plus Collector synergy? No. I don't think there's much... I don't think there's much... I don't think there's much... Man, Rumble is pretty mad. Why is Rumble in the jungle? Just for the pun? Okay. I don't think there's much synergy there, you know? I don't think there's much synergy. Okay. Okay. Gotta be a bit careful here. I really do want to get the... I really do want to get the Profane Hydra this game, just to have more farming happen. Okay. There we go. That's really important to hit this one. This E basically means that his lane is over now. Can you zoom out of your stream? I want to show my friend how your stream is set up. There's not too many things there. I can zoom out a little bit later, but you're not going to see the ghoul cage. You will just see the setup. But yeah, I'll zoom out when I go back or something, just so I don't miss any too much farm. But maybe after this cannon minion. What the F is cannon minion doing? Just doesn't want me to succeed here. This is the way it's set up. Boom. Just a quick... Well, I paid 1 CS for that, so... Actually, I paid more. It's all good, it's worth. No. Sorry for the loss. No problem. No problem, man. I don't know if you saw my message. Is YouTube chat again not working? YouTube is just, they have a very different setup from Twitch, and they keep messing with streamers who try to make, it is not friendly to custom solutions, which is just, you know, sad. It's just sad. Okay. There we go. Whoops. There we go. That's actually kind of a perfect situation. Kind of almost completely perfect. I do want to get Kiana's red buff as soon as it spawns, though. Okay. Hi, in the past I saw a YouTube video. I think it was teaching us how to set up your Gragas face like you. And the video is still off. It's in Coffee page. You don't have to donate. You can just go there. It's going to be there. There's a link somewhere. It's like a previous post. You know, something like that. Okay. Okie dokie. So her red buff is coming back in 1 minute, right? Which means that, whoops, okay. Which means that I really need to work right now. I really need to work. Or is it R1? South. Oh, it's the south one. So we don't even know the timer on this one. That's why, boys and girls, you need to ward their jungle earlier. I might have to start... Hey, Blitzcrank, let's smack him. Unlucky. But still got it. Look at that poke that's happening. This electrocute just works. Have you considered capping FPS at 60 frames and drops? Consistent frame rate? Yes, I have. And I will do it. Because it leaves more room for all the other processes, right? Especially the stream ones. But, okay. There's a tiny problem with that, and it doesn't. It's not really a huge problem, but yeah, it's a tiny problem. The real father is getting smacked there. There we go. And the tiny problem is that I do want to see like the performance of my system. What is my sort of overhead that I'm still working with? There we go. There we go. That's that red buff. So that's why I haven't done it yet. For some reason, bot lane got a okay. Bot lane got a dragon. Yeah, we need this so that there's a timer for us on it. What happened there? Okay. There we go. So yeah, I might cap it later once I don't care about the performance anymore, like the performance numbers, because it's useful to see like, oh, okay, I opened my streaming setup and it went from 300 to 100. That's a good thing to know. But if you cap at 60, then you don't know that. But yes, of course, there shouldn't be extra frames rendered because who cares? Especially you on YouTube, you're only getting 60. So Hopefully you're getting 60, actually. What? The technology that streams frames is just... The more I learn because of using AI... Because what happens is when I build things, it's not like he doesn't tell me what he's... Whoa. It's actually pretty effing good. Okay. I'll leave him be there. Okay. I decided to move at exactly the right time, didn't I? I can feel the jumps between 100 and 80. No, the jumps happen because I constantly keep alt-tabbing to see the chat. And it's interesting the way these apps work. League will reduce its FPS when it's in the background, but you don't see that because even if it's in the background, it's feeding it to the stream, which means that that feature is kind of working against it on a stream. But there's a specific feature that will save your computer's resources if League is in the background. So it will lower FPS, and now if I alt-tab, you see it goes to 39, right? And now, that's how you know I'm reading the chat, by the way. That's just an insider message there. You know, I can't really stop that for now. Whoops, what is he doing there? Do I need to bail him out? Okay. We're actually doing quite well this match, especially me. Whoops. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be able to put that message in these days. I cap everything on 30. 30 is a bit too low because I like to see 60. 60 is for me. I think 80 is the number that my eyes can tell the difference of. It's about time for me to go back now. So in 1 minute and 30 seconds, the red buff is going to be there. So we have to make sure that our dear friend Kiana doesn't get any additional buffs anymore. Are you talking about girls' ages? What? Okay. I think I can do some extra farming here. One of the reasons why farming is so good, especially jungle camps, is that they do expect you to be mid, but they don't expect you to be in jungle camps and stuff. And you know, for example, this thing. And for example, if I get this, even if Rumble takes this from, you know, if he farms it normally, I get some graves still, right? There we go. Okay. I can't really go there, I think. Somehow he did it anyway. The F? That Kiana has been abused a bit this game. You mean like girls ages 60 and up is the best? Well, I'm not gonna tell you how to flip your burgers. You can flip them the way you want. You know what? Is it a cannon? No, it's not a cannon wave, but I still feel like I have to take this. Yeah, I'm gonna invade. Hopefully I don't lose the whole thing. No, I'm gonna lose the whole thing. I can't do anything about it. I can, but I won't. Okay. Whoops. Man, I only have one item, and I still 100 to 0'd her. Right? Don't do this. These guys. Serves them right for disturbing a farmer. Because I'm here to farm. I'm not here to fight you. And it's nice when you just farm and it works out. Oh, she's again disturbing my farming again. Why are you doing this? Man, she's just the unluckiest jungler of all time. This is exactly what I said 1 minute ago. That they don't expect you to be in jungle. That's why it's safe there. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's safe when Pantheon helps you, but that's not just then. Whoops. The lifesteal is kind of crazy with these boots plus the bloodline. Maybe I don't even need the maybe I don't even need the newest item, this one. Maybe it's better for me to just stick with this and the classic gang, like the Umbral Glaive and stuff. He's gonna try to eat Maiden. At least he should. And by the way, the annoying speech thing is gone. It's a goner. What is this guy doing here? Is he setting up for the Herald or something? Okay. Yeah, I'll do the classic gang, actually. No, you know what? I'm not going to do the classic gang because I have an opportunity to do some one-shots. And when you have an opportunity to do some one-shots, you should do them. I think Cho'Gath went back, which means that I could possibly successfully release Maiden top. Okay. Possibly release Maiden top. Okay, is he TPing there or what? Who's doing that? Oh, there he is. Hopefully she's not gonna help him. She might help him. Genghis Tom. I need to kill him before she's here. There we go. Just healing on that wave. Making sure I don't die to his ult. Whoops. Pantheon working his magic. They finally got Maiden. I don't think Maiden is like a Drake and Baron. Come on. There's no way. Why would she be that? Okay. I'm kind of stuck. Excuse me. I'm kind of stuck top now. And, oh, I don't want to be. Because I don't have the runes for... Man, what is he doing? Why is he chasing me again? Who is coming through bushes? Is it Morgana? Nope, it was Smolder. Whenever I say Smolder, I think of the guy from X-Files. And by the way, if you have... Whoops, that was not the right item. What am I doing? If you have any ideas on what to hook with what, shoot them, because it might be possible. Like, to hook kills with something else in my streaming setup. Because it can also do a calculation of KDA. Which is like, you know... Okay. I need to make sure to keep getting this Kiana, because if I start inting, I think if I die once or twice, we can lose the game immediately. I'll just take these jungle camps. I hope that Mr. Rumble doesn't mind. Okay. You know, a real farmer knows when the system is overgrown. And I think he was pretty mad in the early game, so kind of serves him right. Right? Okay. Where is he? He isn't here. That's for sure. Just some low cortisol farming gameplay here. It's so good that I didn't release Maiden there, right? Because he would just have eaten her. Okay, so she's spawning in 35 seconds, 30 seconds. Which probably means that I, what do? Just farm her camps and then wait? He plows your field and waits for you. That's the... that's the way you can describe this gameplay. Field plower. I'm gonna fight you for this, mister. No. Yeah, I'm going. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Okay, he's gonna grab her and I'm gonna just smack. Thank you. Okay, what's up with this smolder? Okay. I like this Blitzcrank. I like the way this Blitzcrank plays. Whoop. No. Let me hide in the farming fields. He wants to do it again. He's smart. Look at this. This is exactly the gameplay I wanted to do. She might actually be going to the bottom, Blitzcrank, so... No, she isn't. Interesting. Man, it's a tough thing. I should watch jungler replays to see how junglers play, so I could predict them better. Okay. Maiden. Okay. Yeah, I'll release her so she gets I think she's gonna get 7 plates. It depends on how many people do I distract with myself. I think when you release Maiden, there's an interesting thought that you can have, which is, how do I best distract the opponents, like make them go where I go and make them not go where she goes. It's exactly the same thing as split pushers. You're distracting. You are distracting, man. They went where I was. Okay, So that's it basically. This is pretty unlucky. They killed everybody and he ended up having TP to protect us. I don't like this at all. I'm just gonna take this camp. I did get one no, I didn't even get one plate. Okay. He's not coming here. I'm just gonna again wait for the jungler here. Do you think she's gonna get the raptor's nest or the red buff first? I'm gamble. Whoop. That's unlucky. Or is it lucky though? It's unlucky. She must be coming here, right? My umbral glaive is trustingly showing me that no one's looking at me. Man, why did he check it? Come on. I think they're gonna win the game. I'm gonna die once and it's gonna be over immediately. Whoop. But one interesting thing is that I don't think they have had... She has had a single red buff since the first that she got. I like this. We could win the game now off of this because we're going to get Baron. I'm going to be pushing and it could prove to be like the moment. So well played to that Samira. I don't actually know who did it. Maybe it was a different... somebody else. I think we should get it, no? Okay. Okay. Ghoul's just chasing her. Okay. Very interesting. Nice. Game recognized game. 100%. Game totally recognized game there. They got somebody, no? I don't think I can win the 1v1 against this guy. But I can definitely interrupt his back or something. Or just push. Okay. There's Smolder, very good. Now I hide on bush. Whoops. Thank you for... Whoopsie daisies. No, 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 no. Man, this was lucky for me. Well played to me. For the placement was barely enough there. So we get the Baron now. I get to eat my cake too. Have it and eat it too. Okay. Interesting choice, Morgana. Interesting choice, Smolder. Interesting choice, Rumble. Any more interesting choices? Interesting choice, Magos. So many interesting choices this match. By the way, I don't even need to go top. I think it's... I shouldn't even go top. I should probably go mid. Magus. It's pronounced Magus, I know. It's not Magus. But I started saying it that way, so I'm not going to change my ways now. And that's a smack. Okay. Too bad I wasted most of the damage from this thing. Okay. Do we get the dragon? I kind of have to stay here because otherwise he could go and eat the dragon, you know? Oh, there he is. I gotta hide in bushes. I gotta do some hide on bush here. Smolder is one of those champions who really wants to be in a field, in an open field. Yorick is one of those champions who's like, I don't know, he's like the guys from Vietnam. In Vietnam. I should have been faster. I could have done it. Careful, careful, careful. Okay. Interesting choice, Genghis Tom. That's his nickname, by the way. Does this... I always forget, does it work? Whoop. Does it work on them? It doesn't. Why does Bastion Breaker not work on inhibitors? Is that really not considered a Bastion to break? I don't want to join this team fight. Because they have vision in these bushes. They have vision in them. They have eyes there. Boom. Bastion Breaker, just melting it. I don't know if we can finish it now. I don't think we can. Interesting choice, Smolder. I would have said that we can't finish the game, but his choice was so interesting that we just ended up finishing it. Okay. Whoops. Interesting choice, Mr. Pokrick, dying in the end like that. Just to F up the whole thing. The purity of the score. I believe the file for the exterior of the cube became unexpectedly unavailable. What do you mean? Your face went Cho'Gath color. I know that the pink color is the texture unavailability, yeah. You're right on that one. You are right on that one. Can we say how much damage your boots did? I don't know, maybe. I don't think so, actually. I don't think you can see that. I would have to go in game, I think. But what are you going to learn from that? It's not like you know how much damage do your... It seemed to have bugged out once you hit the hair threshold. Interesting. There wouldn't be a reason for that, I feel like. Yeah, but the problem with that number is that it's like, oh, okay, yo. So I know the number now, but it doesn't tell me anything because it's not like I know how much. For example, let's say, can I even see it? No, I can't see it. Shift to show more info. It says shift to show more info, but I'm pressing shift. Maybe I need to open it. Some sort of scoreboard. No. No, shift doesn't work. Riot Games. Riot Games. What are we doing here? Yeah, I don't know how to do that. The shift doesn't work. But I think it's fine because I don't think it displays. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It displays 3 things: damage, healing, and shielding. You have to hold shift. They do average of 15k damage per game for me. Yeah, but the problem is that other boots don't show how much they do. For example, the attack speed boots, they will never show you, hey man, you landed this many more attack speed, this many more hits, so you did this much more damage. So it's like, it's a information bait in a sense, which is just, you know. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Instant haircut. Yeah. Exactly. There is a problem, Claude. If my chat window is minimized, the YouTube chat isn't showing, and when I maximize it, it dumps a lot of chat messages in the chat, which makes some people mad. All of the people who got mad about this are going to make themselves known in the chat. You have to apologize to every single one of them. He's gonna do the fix in 4 minutes. Why type if can speak? You know, sometimes I get tired of talking and I want to type. You know? Let's check something that I made. So I have these stacked cubes. Okay, fine. Let's clear this one and let's clear this one, right? And what if I pick the second cube to be the main one? No, this one to be the main one. Like this? Nope, it still doesn't work. Well, needs more testing. Needs more testing. Let's make a huge stack of cubes. The upper cube should have been speaking. I feel like, you know, what if I can hook it up in such a way that the more kills I have, the more cubes I have. Let me stress test this in actual live. Add binding, game kills, and let's hook it up to what? Nah, I can't do it. Okay, later skaters. Later skaters. The top cubes do rotate, they're just not offset. Their rotation is not offset yet. Could be GG, by the way, in top lane. I don't think I'm gonna win this one. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win this one. I can change some UV scalings for these, just in case there are some probs. You know, maybe something like this. So it's actually smaller. And for this one, so it's actually like this. They have different characters, you know. This one looks more like a frog. This one. Like a little bit mad. To see them in replay, I have to hold shift before hovering. Oh, okay. I'll check that. How do you know that? Did you watch the my replay? Did you download my replay? Can you make the top one wider? A Yorick. Actually, I think I can. Not this one. The top one, right? Oh no, actually the scale. No, I can't change the scale. Yeah, I can't change the scale like that. I'm sorry. I have some things I can change. Just the eyes, maybe? No? Does it make any sense? Like the one who's watching? I mean, just widen the image. Yeah, I'm just gonna go all out on this Anivia because it's gonna be a problem. I don't have flash. I have nothing. So this is the worst lane that you could have. But I'm just gonna be farming. So please stop watching the video. This is not gonna look good. And she has the American skin, which means that, you know, we know what that means. She's gonna be doing some invading. She's gonna be doing some invading. Okay. Invading of my farmlands. Actually, she's playing it a little bit kind of safe for some reason. Look at how much health she lost from that one auto. And look how much health I lost from that one auto. Something that pros will never tell you. Don't do that. Man, that's strong. Yeah. But that's just, you know, before she did that. I can't do anything, really. Even if I get level 2, I'm just gonna get punished so much for walking up that it's just... Ooh. I might even lose the cannon. The mighty cannon. Okay. Hopefully I'm not gonna lose this one. Okay. If I dodge any of her Qs, I should immediately... Oops! What are you doing? Wow, I haven't ever seen that mechanic before. What? Excuse me, what? Why did that egg just pick itself up and leave? As funny as that is, I don't think it was worth. Oh. Why am I witnessing mechanics today? Why did the horse throw me through the... Guys, is this like a public test realm for never ever before seen mechanics, or what's going on here? What are we witnessing? Yeah, but the way the egg just picked itself up was pretty funny, I have to agree. She also clicked on some kind of a ward in the jungle, I feel like. Didn't she? Yeah, as funny as that was, I don't think it was worth, if you don't count the Hecarim gang, of course. I need to dodge the Q and that's it. And then I go in. Oh, she didn't make it that hard to dodge it. I wonder why didn't she just use flash before? What are you doing? Oh, that's what she's doing. He's again here. Smack him real quick. I don't like this because they are 2v1ing my lane where I'm barely winning it. And I'm pretty happy about winning in a Nivea lane, right? And they are just doing this like that. I really hope my guys in the bot lane are gonna just smack the whole map because of this. Because I can see that Darius building that, building up to that. Whoop, I actually have the proxy now. Because when she comes back, it's probably gonna be pretty tough, so I should probably do some maiden placements over here. What? What? Why is it so... They are shutting everything down. Guys. They are shutting everything down. They are shutting down my gameplay. They know the tech. Nah, it was just luck. It was just luck. I'm just whining. Yesterday I listened to a creepypasta, and it was about this carnival being randomly somewhere and a guy's long-term girlfriend just trying to just sacrifice him to a carnival. Oh god. Okay, there we go. That's my ticket. This Zillion just... They do not like Yorick top. They just don't like it. I don't know. I'm so lucky I survived this. $500. Doesn't matter what the creepypasta was about, but whenever I listen to them, and for example the story involves like driving on a country road and you know whatever, I always imagine these rural for Latvian, that's a tough phrase to say, a word. I imagine these rural American areas, which makes it even more creepy because as a Latvian, I tend to think of United States as like this big place which it is, of course, but I really tend to think about it as like super unexplored. Because if you go on a travel, on a trip, you will have you will. It's likely, oops, that you will meet places. You will see places which are like really untouched by civilization. The guy who does the documentaries, the Soft White Underbelly, man, when he was walking through that area of the Whittiford family or Whit something family, that was insane. Hey, Darius, we can do this. Good flash, good flash, good flash. Okay. Very good. I'll take all of this. Darius just being a true Chad. And when he did those interviews with the inbred family, you watch the streets of those places, and I don't know, there's something about it. It's a little bit similar to, it's not exactly the same vibe, but it's a little bit similar to how in Fallout, the game, you would explore these abandoned places, you know. The only thing that can beat that vibe, I think, is sort of like a post-apocalyptic game. This Anivia is not a good player. Honestly, the way she's playing, it feels either she's trolling for fun or something like that. That's the way it feels. Poker, what if you turned the smaller cubes into ally champs you like playing with last game, Blitzcrank and Darius? Huh. Not that bad of an idea, actually. It's not that bad of an idea. Let's see if I can pick a Darius icon for the cube number 1. Darius. Nope, it's not working. Sorry about that. Yeah, she's not a good player. The way they usually play against me, which is those times when I int games, in those games I usually int, is they will just wait for me to get stunned, and then they will use the R, and then they will block me inside of the R. That's the way you should play that. I don't know why she's not doing that. Did she go back? Might have actually gone back. Ooh, gotta be real careful here. Oh, that's so lucky that I didn't get hit by the tower. That's incredible. This is absolutely lucky, man. 9 times out of 10, I would have gotten hit by ooh, okay. 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 Happens. I don't think you can get these gluttonous greaves in the top lane because it doesn't give you the 5%. Although I should still probably do it for the Omnivamp, right? I think they're playing enemy as an answer to some of the top laners. Yeah, I've noticed they. I have been playing against Anivia's top a lot of times. Okay. I'll take this. I do want to do some maiden proxying, it's just that I inted a bit too much. You know, I really need to help my Darius here. I really need to help him this match. Don't do it. She knew she had to do it, but she didn't do it. And now she got poked for that. Maybe she just picked Anivia just because she saw that on LCS, right? Can happen. If I was first timing Anivia, I would be playing this way. Except for that genius move where she TP'd. The reason I say it wasn't worth, because she didn't have to do that. She could have flashed. And since flash is lower cooldown than TP, I think... Or do you think flash is more valuable? I don't think it is. Cooldown speaks for itself, right? Not gonna go there. There he is again. Man, twice I tried, they blocked me, and then I just died. Claude, fix the YouTube chat. Ooh, actually. Fix the YouTube chat, please. Today, it's a very different kind of a problem for YouTube chat. You might think that, hey, YouTube chat's always broken the same thing. Nope, I fixed the other one, and another one wildly appeared. So. Okay. Oh, we had a zillion in the bushes for no reason. Who did almost no damage with his Q. Which is what I like. Why not new rune? Pff, new rune kinda sucks. I think maybe in a scenario where you're playing AP Yorick tank, maybe then it doesn't suck. This is the way she has to do it, right? This is exactly the way she has to do this. Unfortunately, I will die here because I fully expect Zillion to be here. I fully expect other guys to be here, so I'm just gonna give up that tower and call it a day. Okay. What the horse doing? Not enough mana. Not enough mana. Okay, I'm releasing Maiden and leaving. Actually, do I really leave? Yeah. That's just her bread and butter, you know. It's a good thing on Anivia. It's a good rune. Oh, Akali is there. Oh, the hair is overflowing from the first cube. Okay. She doesn't have TP, so we got this dragon in the bag, I think. I think I don't even need to be there, though. Actually, I do. Just for some moral support. Exactly. Hello, MMR. Hello, my friend. Claude seems to have fixed some things. Darius just playing the game. Oops. Whoops. Well, Darius, you didn't need to flash really there, but you know, I guess I'll take. I guess I'll take that. Oh, look how beautiful that looks. I didn't even know it looks like that. Did you know you can interrupt her storm by W? Because she's technically, for some reason, channeling, even though she's moving around. Did you know that? Whoops. We have to get her. Oh my lord. They are doing everything they can in their power to keep this Anivia alive. She's doing tricks, Zillion's doing tricks. Everybody's doing tricks for her. Please don't fight this. Okay, so somebody on YouTube is saying that TP egg is a classic. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen it. You know, if you told me, hey man, she can do that, I would probably say, yeah, I can imagine. But since I kind of experienced it for the first time, I think that's why I was just so amazed by it. That's why I was just so amazed by it. Tuna, can you please check YouTube chat if it's working? Because it again did the dump, but I'm not sure if it's polling them. Kind of measly CS numbers this match. Okay. How long does his... Well, don't do that, mister. One thing I've recently started doing is waiting for supports to do their thing and only then throwing my E. So it doesn't work. Yeah, well. What? What? I'm dead. Hey, Mr. Claude, YouTube chat is still not working. It did the dump and that was it. Good heal, I like it. I played with Senna once as a support and it was cool playing with her. It felt like something. It felt like a real strat, you know. Hello, Damien. Damien? Hello, my friend. So I'm gonna release 4 ghouls at the top if I get the chance, and then I'm gonna go with the dragon, because otherwise I'm just gonna int. I'm gonna int away the dragon. I have to actually release only 3 ghouls. Yeah, 3 is enough. 3 is enough. Just too tight. The timers are too tight. I don't have time to wait for Maiden or anything. If they lure one person, GG, it's done. They achieved it. If I lure one person here, GG, we get the Drake. There's Anivia. Okay. Oh, that is so unlucky that that didn't pull there. Okay. It's a pretty effing good catch here. Well, unlucky, but that's it. You know, this is pushing. We're getting this. Classic Yorick gameplay. Unfortunately, the Drake is kind of bad, but whatever, right? Somebody, somebody subscribed or something? Or it's because of the dumps, I guess. Oh, very nice. Now it's working. I'm gonna do my best to figure out what happened, so that we can finally nip this in the bud, because this has been happening basically every stream. Basically every stream. Smack. The horse is hinting, by the way. Okay. I don't know why the horse be hinting. Oh, she's gonna kill me again. Because that's her bread and butter, just to kill the poor Yorick. Because when you are lethality, you're not winning against the Kalis, okay? You're not doing that. It's not gonna happen. Talons, Akalis, Yasuo's. Yasuo maybe, yeah, Yasuo, because you can at least hit him. But okay. They want me to help, but come on. It's way more important that she's not there. Is it not? But in her in their defense, whoops. Save me. What if it's a 014 Akali? Have you thought about that, Mr. Pokrick? What do you mean? Are you referencing the game where I went 014? I wasn't 014, I was 114, so... I died to Smolder 3 times in the beginning of the match. 3 times. I like this Darius build, by the way. That's the Darius that I like. What if she's 014? I would say no. I would say I would still die. That's just the way she rolls. Careful, guys. I'll just cut the team fight off and leave. Well, she's continuing to go in there. Whoops. The real reason why you shouldn't go here deep now is because Maiden is pushing, and I'm not here to team fight. I'm here so Maiden can split. And even me, knowing this, very often I will still go deep enough to die, and then Maiden stops getting the plates. But now, perfect. Didn't die. She's getting some plates. That's not even Yorick gameplay, that's just straight up farming gameplay. That's that bourgeoisie farmer who would have gotten killed in 1917 or whatever. Whoa, what is that? He's pressing those buttons. Oh, he has both cleanse and this. But he can't use that item on himself, correct? I got the feeling that YouTube is still not working. Okay. Gotta be careful, because we can easily lose this. They just have to get the Elder and that's it. For some reason she's greeting for the tower without a reason really. And just, I guess, giving us the Elder by doing that. What? She didn't have this. What the F is going on? They're actually wasting. This was not a good idea. This is not a good idea by them to do that. Zillion, you know, just wasting it. I think it was likely like 60-40 that we're going to win the game, but I think she made it 90-10 in our favor. A little slow, but okay. Okay. Good. We need to stun him. We need to stun him. Okay, just get everything here. Oh, I'm not surviving this. I'm not surviving any of that. Okay. Ward if can. ITP. But I think it's irrelevant. Check boots. On these ones it doesn't work. It works on the other ones. Because I don't have the, you know, these ones. Actually, I'm curious about what the person told me. Capo, I believe, said that we should close the game now, but maybe we can't. Yeah, that's unlucky. I should check it in the replay afterwards, whether or not you have to hold the shift before, you know. ITP. Oh, I might die to Akali here, by the way. If she's not blinded by the... There she is. That's very important. Oops. Okay. A lot of our guys died. What you doing? Could die now. Okay. We need to focus a bit, otherwise we can... No, don't do that. Well, what you doing, boys? I guess you can start it, but does it really... Come on. I need to hide on a bush, man. I need to exhaust whoever is coming in this bush and just immediately smack them. Okay. I guess I'll just go to the bot. We need to do that classic 3v3-1-3. I think we got this in the bag if nobody trolls. Including me, by the way. I do have exhaust, though, so I probably will not troll against this Akali. It's going to be fine. She's level 16. I should be fine. Even though I have no defenses. Why is nobody pushing mid, I wonder? Is that correct? I would say split between mid, too. Oh, God. What is going on there?
Smash.
That's a pretty big damage on those towers, isn't it? Yeah. What am I witnessing? Pokrik Tiki. Actually, yeah. Here, is it better to push all 3 lanes or 4 top 1 mid? I don't know. I usually want to have one. I want to have every lane to have the Baron buff, and in this case, 4 went top. My opinion is that 1 should be mid because of the Baron buff. You want to split the Baron buff as much as you can so that, you know, it goes ever. It goes to the all of the lanes. As many of... Man, this animation's pretty cool. Haven't seen it. Yeah. Okay, that's it for today's stream, my friends. Any other suggestions that I missed or maybe forgot about or didn't perfectly respond to or explain? No, this one was the right one. This one? This is the one. Emojis are broken. I need to find a different solution to these emojis because they are, yeah, they seem to be broken again and again and again. You know what? I'm gonna make Claude read through the whole. Man, they're pinging that exhaust ignite. It's always funny to see that. Okay, you said that I have to enable the scoreboard, right? And then hold shift and then go. Oh yeah, there we go. 14k. Okay. But again, it doesn't help me with anything. It just doesn't help me with anything because I don't have a frame of reference to compare this to anything because numbers in a vacuum are numbers in a vacuum. It says drain tank. What? What is a drain tank? Maybe it makes sense to really play this with the Leandries. Yeah, thank you for being here, guys. Let me zoom out a bit. Maybe enable the Claude bot. So, let's enable the distance fog. Bugged. Okay, doesn't work. Let's enable the dark wood. Mahogany. Stone. Grass. Okay, grass is fine for now. Let's enable the music box. No, doesn't work. Flashlight. Tree garden. Tree scatter. Subscriber cage. There we go. There are the subscribers. There you are. So there are two grasses Z fighting over here, which is something we need to fix, of course. You can try the viewer cubes, Tuna, if you want. The cubes.reto. because it should be working now. It's basically a mess. This setup is a complete mess currently. It's not even moving. Roaming, yeah, there we go. This one. I think I can give him beard as well, but it's like a weird beard. It doesn't even, you know, it doesn't, sorry about that. It's just doesn't make any sense. I should be able to somehow pick an area where the beard appears and it's like on his face appropriately, you know. I'm reading the chat, that's why I'm looking up so it's not messed up. One more thing I just want to quickly test is Stream UI. Stream UI ghoul jump test. And it's still incredibly difficult to direct this. Oh, there he is. He's jumping from the left side, isn't he? What? He actually is jumping from the left side. That looks awesome. I didn't know it's gonna look that funny. I need to fix it so he jumps from the left side instead of the trajectory. But that's not the right one. I have two overlapping systems actually. Ask any relevant questions to help and give more ways. That's a good thing, yeah. That's a good thing to ask. Size and timing. Yeah, so there are two different ghoul jumps. The one of them is the one that's coming from the left side. And the other one is... Okay, I'm going to deal with this off stream. I don't have enough time. But in any case, thank you for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow, my friends. Maybe in the morning, maybe at night. Okay? Maybe in the morning, maybe at night. And we'll just see how that works out tomorrow. Hopefully I'm going to do some more interesting tests about the APIs. Oh, by the way, one more interesting thing. So I set up this screen reader, which I can't really show you, but it's basically reading my screen. It's cutting out these regions. And it is giving me the CS number and the kills number from those readings, from those specific images. And why is that relevant? Is because currently all the information about CS is taken from the live client API. But that is very limited. For example, you can't see, let's say on the map, you can see how many plates are left, right? There's a number on each tower. That is not exposed in the API, which means that I cannot read it, which means that I cannot have any sort of like message, for example, oh, 14 plates remaining, something like that. But with the screen reader, I'm going to be able to do that. Now, is that against Riot's rules? I don't know. I guess we'll just find that out. Because if they will think that reading out loud how many plates are remaining is against their rules, it's going to be a funny rule. It could be, hopefully not. But we'll deal with that bridge when it comes. So I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, thanks for being here. It's not like you can just scroll around the map and count. Yeah, true, but imagine this, okay? Let's go in the territory where it actually is a problem. Let's say the screen reader is so fast and powerful, it pings me immediately when somebody appears on the minimap. Like the millisecond appears, a gank appears, it just gives me like a tiny like blip, just so it's really fast. And I know that that means that the jungler appeared on the map, right? So I don't have to look at the map anymore. Now, if that's not against the rules, why? Because I can clearly see how that is an advantage, isn't it? So My intention is not to find an advantage and then get banned, right? My intention is to make cool things, interactive things on stream. So if ever I build something that gives me an advantage and Riot decides that that's a problem, hopefully I will be able to sort of do an appeal or something, and they will not ban me forever. They will just say, hey man, okay, we know what you did. Don't do this. We are, you know, we understand what you're doing. That's a different circumstance, of course. But I think the reason I mention it is because I feel like it has the same, it's doing the same thing. It's reading my screen, right? It's reading my screen. You know what? This reminds me of the No Surrender game. It's kind of creepy to walk around like this, isn't it? Okay, enough of this philosophy. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time, my friends. I will see you next time. Hopefully with a working YouTube chat. Okay.